Guitar 101, the Complete Beginner Series.
The key to becoming a better guitarist is one simple thing, and that is practice. And how much time you're willing to dedicate to your instrument. Whether that's 30 minutes or 8 hours. That amount of time that you put into your practice is going to determine where you go next. So let's take a block, let's say 30 minutes, which is where I like beginners to start shooting for, 30 minutes a day. And let's talk about the different blocks that you can put in a 30-minute time slot. Let's go over how to build a practice routine. First, we're going to need to figure out what we're going to need to work on and what you're going to need to do daily. So for instance, you can work on 4 simple things or come up with 4 different blocks that you put different things within those blocks. So the first one, warm up. 2, technique. 3, songs. And then 4, creative or writing. So let's jump into each block and see what you can do with that. So block 1 is the warm-up. And so for our purposes and where you're at right now, I'm going to teach you the chromatic warm-up, the 1, 2, 3, 4, or the climb that we talked about in previous modules. So you want to do this for about 5 minutes. And if you don't remember it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on each string. And then you're going to reverse it. And so for our 30-minute beginner block, for instance, we will be doing that for about 5 minutes. If you're going to do an hour practice or longer, you could go up to 10 minutes to 20 minutes. So technique, that's the next block, or number 2. For a 30-minute practice routine, we're going to do 10 minutes on this. So what is technique? It is something like when you're working on strumming, for instance, or like the upstroke, you're going to work on the upstroke. When we were doing the power chords, it would be those exercises that you do like with the muting or for something like sliding, or even just working on chord transitions. It's just a new technique that you're going to be working on, or something in particular that you are working on. I tend to like to give more time to this in my own personal practice routine, but for a 30-minute block, let's give it 10 minutes. The next one is working on songs. And so this, for instance, we did Brain Stew in the last module. And so you would work on that for around about 10 minutes, and again, our beginner 30-minute time block, where you would play the song or parts of the song within those 10 minutes. So our last block is creative time or writing. So here I like to give it 5 minutes for the beginners again. And this is just for you to play around with the different things that you have been working on. For instance, you're working on the chords. Play around with putting them in different order. Play around with the different notes. Just really getting yourself familiar. Now, when you advance more, this will be where you are writing or putting what you really know into a song or your own exercises. You will need to adjust your times for longer practice.